From the shadow of Mount Rainier comes your business superheroes, the Disruptors, Bill and Candace.
I'm Bill.
I'm Candace.
And we're the Disruptors. Welcome to the show. Today we are going to talk about the power of testimonials. Aren't you excited?
Well, that was kind of a letdown. Testimonials.
Well, testimonials. I wanted, to have you just give us that powerful testimonial kaboom that you have.
Oh, we've got a kaboom, all right. Testimonials are really powerful, actually.
Are they?
Of course they are.
Well, why testimonials? Why do we need them then?
Well, first of all, testimonials can also be called third-party endorsements, which we like.
Which we like, third-party endorsements.
But testimonials are not a sales pitch.
They're not?
No, of course not.
Well, why not?
Because, they're coming from your people, your clan, your tribe.
Oh.
Based off of your products, the benefits of your product, how they're connected to it.
And the services,
how you can be connected to it. So testimonials that are not only they're not a sales pitch. They build rapport and trust, and they have the power to convert the doubter.
Wow. In other words, somebody that's kind of, maybe I would like this, but I'd like to find somebody that can talk about it that's used it.
You bet. And it's not coming from me. Right. I can sit here and I can tell you how great I am, or you can tell us how great you are. And
then nobody would be listening to the show.
Yeah, well, yes, they would be.
Oh.
They'd be in shock and awe.
Awed and shock, okay. Probably on your testimonial, but not mine.
If it's easy for someone to discount a company coming out and talking about what their product does or their service does and how it'll change their life, it'll shift the universe for them. But when a consumer who's tried, used, experienced your service or your product comes on and they write that testimonial, all of a sudden...
Yeah, what happens then?
Well, all of a sudden it shifts the focus from you telling them to,
somebody else
telling them, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, you know what? This might work for me.
So in other words, if my friend sits down and says, boy, I really worked with this, Candace, and she took my business from brick and mortar to global, then I'd be more impressed probably with the idea of talking to you. Well,
absolutely. Commercials use it. Okay. How many commercials, and we might not look at them because we don't say, Bill, Bill W. says, that and I'm sorry,
the
I just
world
keep
turns
thinking,
around
yes.
something backwards. Oh,
yes.
Okay.
So we don't see that on commercials. What we do see is rated number 1.
Right, all the time.
See,
yeah.
It's done in, I tried this product and, it really changed my world, and this is how it changed my world. So we see that, we hear it, we see it, and it engages us.
Oh, so it actually gets us all inspired to go ahead and try that product because somebody else referred us.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, how do I go about, if I'm a small businessman or an individual, how do I go about getting these testimonials?
Well, Bill, this is the bottom line for this is ask. And what are you going to do?
Ask.
Okay.
I got that part.
Brilliant. So when was the last time that you asked for a testimonial?
Gee, Candace, I don't remember, to be honest with you, if I ever have.
And that's exactly my point. Businesses often don't ask, especially small business, so they don't ask for that testimonial. So in order to get a testimonial, first and foremost, what are you going to do?
Ask.
Okay, perfect. I'm glad you're passing the test.
Well, I am. You wrote it down for me. It says, Bill, make sure you ask. Yeah.
So one of the things that you need to do is you need to make it easy to give a testimonial. Oh. And a lot of companies don't do that. And they can also create a campaign around getting them. So what I mean by that is you can give us your greatest experience with Bob's Footwear.
Okay.
And, the first 25 get a prize, or if we decide to use your product, you get a new T-shirt, something along
something
those
of that
lines.
nature. Okay.
Comment cards have multiple uses, and one of the uses are what we would consider Bragg lines, which is an ultra short version of a testimonial of Tommy's biscuits and eggs were the best,
delicious ever,
best in the area,
in the area.
Where you can use those Bragg lines to further things. For example, Bob's Brew was both tasty and refreshing. That's actually a fairly good one. That's real simple to use and can move your product or move those decisions forward. It can actually empower people to try Bob's Brew.
Oh, okay. So now we're empowered to try the brew, and our buddy has told us how wonderful the services are. Now, what is really a great testimonial? Something that really would stand out?
Well, the testimonials that you're really trying to cultivate, all of them are good and can be utilized in a variety of different ways, and we'll get into that here in a minute. But a great testimonial, okay, because there's okay testimonials. And those are, I love Kiba. Well, that's wonderful, and we do love Kiba, right?
Oh yeah.
But how does that move me to coming and talking to you? It really doesn't.
It doesn't at all.
So the type of testimonials that we're looking for is that one, that you want that testimonial to confirm your claims or your benefits.
Okay.
So if you have a carpet cleaner, you want, I'll pick on you, Bill. I used Bill's carpet cleaner and it really got the stains out.
Okay.
Well, okay, so that's talking about, I used it. They claim that it'll get the stains out. It really did.
So we solved a problem on their carpet.
Absolutely. With one testimony, say, it's got the stains out and it smelled great. Okay, that's two. The benefit of using our products is that your room will smell good and that it got your stains out.
Wow.
The second thing that you're going to want to do is that it needs to be relatable to your audience.
Oh, okay. So it has to fit in a targeted audience. It
really needs to be. Yeah. So then they're speaking your same language. You're cultivating that tribe. Number 3 is that it has to be believable. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
In other words,
sure.
I got $1 billion.
Oh, wonderful.
Because I went with your company,
Well, that's great.
Well, yeah,
so it has to be
great.
something that's actually not so, I guess, glorified and stretched out of imagination. It has to be factual.
Absolutely. You want it to go ahead and be real so that you can have consistency and you can reproduce that same result, even though often, disclaimers, results may vary. Well, all of our results may vary.
That's true.
We could wear T-shirts that say results may vary.
Yeah. Or the stain didn't come out.
The stain didn't come out. And the fourth thing that you really want that testimonial to do is to highlight you as the hero.
Oh, okay. So I actually solved a problem that you had with the product that I produce.
Yes.
So far I'm flunking my test, but continue on, Dennis.
See how yummy this is? This is really good stuff.
This is.
So,
if we look at it, then how should we, now that we have a perfect testimonial, we have a product that's really great, the testimonial's really doing a great job, how should we use it?
Well, there are several ways for you to use them. I love to use testimonials everywhere that I can. So on marketing material, testimonies, you can do testimonial of the week, of the month. On your website, you can use testimonials on your email blasts or anything like that. And here's some other ideas too for you to take your testimonials and own that, own the positive results of what you're wanting to produce, okay? Saying that, use video.
Okay.
Video. Get those video testimonials where people are talking about how great your product is. Like those info
ads, huh?
Well, kind of, but more, you can dress it up however you need to for your industry. Sometimes, let's say Barb of Michigan doesn't need to be talking. Sometimes it's just a blip with a different backing. But sometimes people want to see Barb. If your product or service lends itself where it's more tangible, then we want Barb talking, right? I came up with this wonderful idea that, which works really good in restaurants. So you can use the sayings or the testimonies on the t-shirts.
Oh, on the t-shirts, okay, kind of walking billboards with testimonials.
Look at the barbecue. We were recently in Owensboro, Kentucky, on a barbecue competition, the cook-off thing. And so they had cute barbecue sayings on their t-shirts that they were walking around with. And I thought, that's wonderful advertising. And they were cute. They were talking about, we're not cooking unless we're smoking and things like that. It was fun.
Just kind of catchphrases.
Sauce is king. I mean, different things along those lines. But what if you took that t-shirt and you actually had, we're great because blah, 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 whatever that.
Or barbecue sauce, or we're the choice of America's barbecue sauce taste.
Yeah, it would be more of, okay, let's pick on Kiba again.
Okay.
More than unlocking my social media did it for me. I unlocked my social media and was successful. James of Tacoma.
We could use one Wild Child. Now I'm totally disrupted and locked up. No, I mean, but I can see where the shirts would really work out pretty neat. Or all printed material, how important it would be to make sure that printed material, they can actually see it, and chances are go back and say, I know this guy. I'm going to call him up and see what it's all about.
Exactly. And then the other thing is that you can use them in email campaigns. You can use them on your Facebook campaigns. You can use them on whatever it is that would leverage those wonderful experiences that a person has had with your product or service, so that it builds credibility and longevity in the marketplace for you.
Sort of like, I was just thinking with technology today the way it is. Instagram, for instance, there's a car dealer, and I think there's a rug cleaner also, if I'm not mistaken, in my friends group. And every time he sells a new Kia, he has the gal standing there and, has her just put a little line down at the bottom of it. I love my new Kia Sorta, or whatever kind of car model it is. Would that be kind of a visual testimonial? It's a visual. It's also creating, buzz. People are excited about a new car. Who doesn't like a new car? It is. But I want you to go back to, it's like that, but what we want to do is that I love my new, Kia. Kia, sure.
Because my seats are heated, it has air conditioning and a sunroof of what I've always wanted. See, now it's talking about, and do you remember the gentleman's name? Well, let's just call him Roy. And Roy was the best salesman ever. Never, ever felt like I was being sold to. So now you're talking about how great the sales and service is. You're talking about the wonderful benefits and features of the car. That's a testimony that people can go, oh my gosh, well, I've been looking for a car like that. I'm headed to Roy's.
Yeah, I'm going to go out there and take a look at what he has to offer. It adds a lot of zing, doesn't it, to the testimonial by putting these together. Really not a sales pitch. It's really just building up people that can say, I really enjoyed that product and it was a good, honest, fair service.
Yes.
Well, that's wonderful. Of course, in all shows, we always mention that Candace has the last word. So what else in conclusion can you give us as far as testimonials and how effective they need to be in your business?
Well, bottom line is that testimonials and third-party endorsements pay off big. So if you're looking to increase, one of the things that I would look at, increase your bottom line, or having some more zip, fire, some more foundation, something that's a little bit more rooted and grounded in your tribe, start asking to get those testimonials in. Create something that's worth shouting about.
Well, that sounds great. Hey, it's been fun doing the show. We've talked about testimonials, and we'll be talking about other business procedures and shows coming. Now, how can they get a hold of you, Candace, to talk about their business with you?
Well, I would love it if they gave me a call at 253-961-7525. Again, that's 253-961-7525. And Bill, if they're looking to get a hold of you.
Well, if they're looking to get a hold of me, they can give me a call at 253-691-6170. Or check our Facebook page at Kiba Agency on Facebook. And while we're at it, if you have some questions that you'd like to ask and you want to ask them today, put them down in the comments section. We read the comments section. We are on Kiba Live. We are on my personal page. We are also getting ready to put together I think a really neat page, and that's going to be our Disruptors Facebook page, where you'll be able to find